FOG Andrew here, and the coach here from Family of Gamers. Welcome, Wargamers, to an exciting, awesome review. Today, we are going to be reviewing the Test of Honor-Sengoku Expanded Rules book. So what we would figure we would do is play some games using the new Sengoku book so that we can have get used to the rules and actually do this review. So we've got a bunch of games,
more in-depth view of the book.
Right. So we've gotten a bunch of games under our belt right now using the Sengoku rules from this book. Let's just talk about the book. We'll go right through the book. They have added some new stuff. If you want to start, what is the first thing that they've added that's new?
The clans.
Yes. So in the book, they have a bunch of different clans that you can take, and there's two new tokens. There's the clan tokens, and when you take out the clan token, you get to choose your proficiencies and stuff like that that you can take depending on which clan you take. So you get to pick how many clans are in here? There's like a good amount.
I think there's 10.
Yeah, 10 or so.
And then what happens is when you draw the clan token, you have two proficiencies that you've picked out of 4. I know it's confusing. So you got 4 proficiencies. Pick 2 for the game. When you pull the clan token, let's just say for argument's sake, 1 is for swordsmanship and 1 is for your bowman that you can re-roll in one or the other. Well, as I look at the board, all my swordsmen have gone, all the katanas have gone, but my arrow guys are left. It would be pertinent to do that.
Right.
So you get to pick from there. The only problem I see in that is that when I really need my clan token, and then I draw it towards the end, and then the third fate token, so you don't get to use it sometimes.
Right.
But that's part of the game.
Right. Yeah, and like I said, it's the little clan tokens that you throw into the bag, and that's one of the things that I had a problem with. If you take a look at the battle reports that we did, we've done 3 so far that we've posted, so go check those out. A couple of times, I could have really used that clan token, but then I draw it at the end of the round. But it's just that extra little thing that they add. I mean, well, it's not really a little thing. I mean, I feel like it's kind of like a big thing that they've added in. I like it.
No, I like it too.
I really like it.
But also it fits with the activation, the blind draw activation from the bag. So you don't know, like you might get the clan token that first time. Like you could draw a fate token, but say you get that clan token right at the beginning, and all of your guys with bows can re-roll something.
Right.
That's pretty powerful. Or at the very beginning, let's say you pull it and 3 Ashigaru troops can move up, get a quick movement or get a cautious marker. Man, it's just luck of the draw. It really is. But then again, the way the fates are, it might not be in your favor.
Yeah, and it's kind of like the fate token where if you draw it, you don't get to draw anything else. You give it to your opponent, and then they draw, and then it goes back to you. So, you do lose a turn of doing things, but you have your special rules depending.
It could really come out in the end.
Right, depending on what clan you have. And like I like how this is, me being a designer and all. I love how they have this where, you have the clan. Let's go to the Oda clan. You have the symbol, nice red page, tells you the history of the Oda clan, and then it tells you like the area, I guess, of where they...
Well, this is during the Sengoku period, which was the Warring Clan period, which was the period that there was about 200 years of civil war, where clan versus clan was fighting, and basically it was to take over Japan. So now we're in that fighting, backstabbing, killing. There's like battles that are unbelievable, and this is that time period.
So you have history, then you have more history, and then on the last page of the clan you have your proficiencies and the skills. Now the skills are really cool because how did it originally work before Sengoku?
So what happened was you would buy a box of, say, models. In that box you would get the models, obviously. You would get the stat cards for them, so whatever character you're taking or the troops you're taking. But also you would get a bunch of your fate deck. So if I took, let's say, the masked men, and I had them, I could take them, and my clan cards would come from that, but specifically from that. With the clan tokens, with the clans, the way you build your fate deck now is you get 3 different categories to choose from.
Yeah, so for example, Oda has infamy, knowledge, and commander.
Right. So now let's say you would get the cards from the box set. One might say infamy, one might say knowledge, and one might say mastery. But you're just taking that set. Now you look at those three cards, and I think we have approximately like 12 cards in each thing, maybe a little bit more. But you get to choose, and you can kind of cater your deck. So Andrew, if you've seen in the battle reports, would always take infamy. And one of the cards he would do, he would give me the slow-acting poison. So when I draw it, I would get a blood drop on my character. So he can choose infamy. If you were doing the old way, which is it's still okay, but this gives you a little bit more variety, where you would always choose, say, a clan that has infamy to give me that. Or he's really good at the cards where they would really come in handy. I think your selection of cards with this is better than mine because it seemed that those cards really like affected the game. So that adds another depth to the game, clans, right. And then making those clans what makes them special. Right. And I think that's really good with this.
Yeah, and it's not just the proficiencies, it's, changing how your fate deck works,
right.
and doing the skills. And I like how one clan might have infamy and another clan might have an infamy and another clan might have infamy, but they're all different because
right. So now
they have different proficiencies that will do different right. things. They have the different skill sets. It's a really nice mechanic.
See, I like you take the ones with infamy. I really like the Yagyu clan because they were really proficient in the weapons, and their clan picking the fate deck was basically part of that. Like it made sense. And when you chose stuff, it made sense for like sword masters or masters of martial arts or the Budo at the time. Really, really, really emphasizes that. So it's a nice depth to the game, but it's not earth-shattering where it's like, oh, there's a whole new set of rules. There's a whole new set. You just build your fate deck. So it takes another 5 minutes to build a deck, but you're using it in the same way you did right. from Test of Honor.
And I like how this is. Not another rule book.
Right. So, and also, you alluded to the fact that you like the way it is. How is it set up? That's the thing that I want to know. The book itself. We have more to go, but let's just go over that real quick. As far as finding things or...
It's very simple.
It's well thought out.
Yeah. The main thing is doing the Sengoku battles. Mm-hmm. Because, what they did was, I might as well just say it now, they've added 20 new Sengoku mission battles to play, and we've done a couple of them so far, and they're pretty good. They're different, from the and I'm like, wow, 20.
Right, and what happened was in the old book, he the version V2 of Test of Honor, we got, I think it was 8 missions. We have 16 missions, but the first few missions were from the old book. So it's like if you're getting version 2. For us veteran players, it was half the amount of missions. This one is just 20 missions altogether. You're good to go.
Right. And there's about 4 pages on basically setting up your clan. That's it.
Yeah.
That only 4 pages.
And we kind of went over it, but it's really laid out really well.
It tells you how to choose your clan, why choosing the clans are good. It tells you how to play the Sengoku battle, that you got to add the tokens, that you got to, pick proficiencies and do that in 4 pages. Then the rest of the book is the clans, the 20 Sengoku battles, and then after the Sengoku battles, they added new weapons and some new rules, but it's like what, maybe
not really many.
It's six pages of just new.
Right.
So altogether, there's 10 pages of new rules, and then the rest are the clans, and then
not even
the
new
battles.
rules. Like it's not really new rules where it's changing things. The game is exactly the same, but new additions like new weapons, and they do certain things. Right. So like he had to write, like you said, new rules for setting houses on fire, but it's just the good old fashioned Test of Honor stuff.
Right. Yeah, and like I said, you're right. It's not new rules. It's new additions to the game. Right. So, for example, you got new weapons like tiger claws, man catchers, heavy muskets, which that's a whole nother thing that you can just take new weapons.
Right.
But the one thing that I thought was pretty cool is new types of arrows.
Yeah.
So you have the barbed arrows, the fire arrows, and the screaming arrows, which do different things. They cost 0 points as an upgrade, and you put them onto your bowman, which I think
now effectively, if I shoot a guy, just good old fashioned, let's say the fire arrows, and I shoot the guy and I hit him and I kill him, all the same. But you have an extra added bonus to it.
Right. So like barbed arrows have new bonuses when you roll 5 or more swords. They could do a deep cut on strikes, quick jabs on avoids, and a move up on damage. So it gives new bonuses.
Right. And it gives more. It's more depth to the arrows, the specific arrows. It's basically like in any other game. You're taking different kinds of ammunition, that's the way I looked at it.
Right.
So if you're playing a sci-fi game, you'll take, say something explosive or grenade or whatever. It's kind of similar to that.
Yeah. Fire arrows can have people like flinch on bonuses, quick jabs, move up. There's a whole new bonus set. Screaming arrows also has bonuses, but you can spook targets and then they can lose their nerves.
Correct.
Which I think is a cool concept.
I didn't, in the last battle report we did, I did not take advantage of it, but it was the first time using the arrows. But I think that moving forward would work. And also like the flaming arrows work at night, so like you could actually shoot it, light up an area, and then maybe discover somebody. So it's very, very, very cool. Also, we're going to get to it.
Yeah, but I like how you have these 3 new arrows. And it's not like, oh, this is the new rule for it. No, it adds bonuses. Right. And like, for example, the fire arrows have a new thing called flinch. That's the new bonus on strike, that the targets move back an inch. That's all it is. It's not really...
It's almost like it's an effect, not a new rule.
Right. Yeah. Then, the big thing, I think, in this book is the cannons.
Right.
The cannons, we're not going to spoil it, but you got to watch the third Sengoku battle that we did, where we both...
We'll link it at the end of the video, and it will be linked down below, but definitely check it out.
Yeah, we both did 24 points, and then we just added a cannon.
Right.
So,
it was
for both of us...
6 points for the cannon. It comes with a manlet, which will give you a cautious token on it, so you can roll for it. But
right.
Yeah.
So... I think this is kind of like where the new rules start, because the cannons add a whole nother thing.
A whole new dimension to
it. So like you can shoot and then end up shooting over here by accident and hitting your own guys. There's a whole new set of rules for cannons, but to be honest, it's only 2 pages.
Right.
Like that's it.
Yeah, it's a fun thing. And actually we did an interview with Graham.
And check that out, by the way.
Graham said that he added this because people were asking for it. It wasn't like something he was thinking of, but it was pretty cool. And once I read the book, the first thing I did was I printed up 2 cannons on the 3D printer, and we went to town with it because I just finished painting them, and we're going to do a battle report. I said, let's just add the cannons to see what they're all about. And it's definitely
they were fun. Yeah, they were fun.
It's a lot of fun.
And then after the cannons, there's rules for buildings going on fire. Yes. You can take flaming torches, and the fire arrows can light buildings on fire. They have a whole 2 pages again of rules for that. And that's another.
Well, that was good because it was taking this interactive scenery and making it part of the game. So if a guy's going to hide in a building, that's cool, and he wants to shoot out of the building, that's cool. If he wants to sit on an objective in the building, that's cool. Now you're going to sit on objective in a building, no problem. I'm going to light it on fire.
Right, and that's another thing that makes the game more real.
Yes.
And
that's because that's what would happen. They would smoke them out. It just makes sense. I couldn't wait to do that. I didn't get a chance to set houses on fire yet, but I'm thinking next battle report we'll definitely get some of that stuff going.
And then after that they have some pictures, and then at the end they have the quick reference, which has the new weapons and stuff like that, like the heavy muskets and whatnot, in this reference guide here.
One of the things we found in the game, this is just kind of a housekeeping thing or keeping things in order. What I did was downloaded the clan proficiencies that we picked. So there's 4 of them. You're going to pick 2. Makes it easier. Then what I did was also I downloaded the arrows and cut them out. They're all card size. Then I laminated them. Now there's all new stuff here in the Sengoku book. The clan stuff, the arrows, the cannons, the heavy muskets and whatever. But if you go to testofhonor.com, Graham set it up where you can download it. So if you buy the book and you want to make this stuff, it just takes a little bit of effort, but you make the stuff and you print it up. And we have it on the table. It really helps having it on the table.
It really does.
It's definitely worth it. But what I like about it is, well, there's not another card set. You're going to get it in the book. If you buy the book, you just download the stuff there. So that's a great thing.
Right, and it does make it a lot easier to keep an eye on what you have instead of flipping through the book every time and throwing the book around the room. It's really good.
So I would suggest go download it and I laminate them, put them in a card sleeve, whatever, but it really makes a difference.
Right. The last thing that we forgot to talk about is the allies, and there's a whole thing of stuff in here about allies with the clans, if you want to explain that.
So if you're going to take your clan, you might be able to make a deal with another clan, and they can lend you some troops to work with them. So the way it works is this. Let's say 24 points. You would be able to pick 6 points from another clan. So let's say you take the Oda clan and the Hojo clan. My main clan will be the Oda clan, but I need help, so the Hojo clan is going to lend me 6 points worth of guys. The beautiful thing is this. Number one, you get 6 points of extra troops, or maybe 1 samurai, whatever. You could pick whatever you want. We would suggest taking troops because you get more dudes. Number two, you get to pick 1 more of the clan proficiencies. So you're going to get 2 from your clan, and then you get 1 from your ally. So when you draw a token, you could pick one of those 3. And another thing, which is a beautiful thing, is you're taking more guys, making the game a little bigger. So we've been playing 24 points since the get-go. Why it came up 24 points? It was just one of those things. I think it was a community thing, and everybody was playing 24 points. But now we're seeing that if you play 30 points, it's not such a big deal. But now you can take another clan with you, more proficiencies. Also, you can choose from their deck. So now you start to really broaden horizons as far as what you can take, what you can add. And all it is just making the game a little bigger, taking 1 more proficiency, setting up your fate deck, but essentially it's Test of Honor. So you're building on that. So the only thing that changed really, I think, for us at the very beginning is setting up. Used to be like, all right, I'm going to take the Masked Men, I'm going to take Matsuhiro, and we're going to go to town. All right, I'm going to take Senzo and the Paupers. Let's go. Now you list build a little bit more, and it's just a little bit more prep time. But it's like 5 minutes at the beginning of the game. Make sure you have all your stuff, build your fate deck and whatever.
Right.
It just expands the game to a place where it's a lot more fun.
Yeah. So with that being said, overall, what do you think about the Sengoku book?
It's hard to really say anything about the Sengoku book in a way that's nothing but positive, because I thought Test of Honor was good before we got the Sengoku book. And sometimes when version 2 of Test of Honor came out, which was kind of an amalgamation of all the stuff, because as they were putting out stuff, it was like, okay, we're getting new rules, but you have to buy the box set to get the new rules. So version 2 put everything together. Okay, so you get a little worried because sometimes guys change a game with systems, and the next version is not as good as the first version, which you really fell in love with, and they change it too much. That didn't happen. So when this was coming out, not that we were nervous, but it was an expanded rules. I think this book is fantastic because it just adds to it and makes the game exactly the same, but with more variety for you to take different things. That's the way I look at it.
And it's not version 3.
No.
It's a whole...
And at this point, it doesn't need a version 3. So.
Oh, no. Test of Honor does not need a version 3. Mm-hmm. It's perfect where it is, and
for now. Until adjustments need to be made. But right now, we're in a good place.
Yeah. Doing an expanded rules book is great because all it is just adding more stuff, but it's not adding more stuff to the point where it's like annoying or confusing or weird. But it's like we said, we played a bunch of games with the Sengoku rules. It's a perfect flow.
It's a really easy transition.
Yeah, it's a perfect flow into using these. And also, it still feels like Test of Honor. It doesn't feel like it's a new game. It still feels like good old Test of Honor, just with some new stuff added to it. So I really like this book. I really do. And we do definitely recommend getting this book if you're a fan of Test of Honor.
And I would say, just for us, because we're gadget guys, the new tokens are like on MDF, and I guess they have a coating on it. Those new tokens are awesome.
Yeah.
They're awesome.
And they smell really good.
Yeah. All right, guys. So I would definitely say get the Sengoku book. We're going to be doing more battle reports. I know that our Test of Honor month is over, but we're just going to be playing it on a regular basis because it seems like a lot of you guys do like our battle reports, and we appreciate you guys watching it in the comments and just the overall love for Test of Honor.
Yeah, so guys, let us know in the comments below if you have the Sengoku book. Let us know what you think down in the comments below, and we can start a discussion there. And check out our Patreon and our Discord server, linked in the description. Go check those out. And yeah, guys, we'll see you in the next one.